Young and the Restless spoilers reveal a tense negotiation between Kyle and Audra that will be interesting to watch. Summer has warned him not to trust Audra Charles, and deep down, Kyle knows she's right. While he doesn't think Audra would directly harm Harrison Abbott or his family, there's something about her that he can't quite put his finger on. Doubt has begun to creep into their working relationship, and Kyle realizes that in order to be effective, he needs to confront it. Kyle stands in silence, his eyes scanning the papers on his desk but not really focusing on them. He knows that this working relationship filled with suspicion cannot continue. Their partnership on Glissade needs to be built on trust, and if it isn't, it will soon fall apart. He understands that being co-CEO is more than just a title, it's a huge responsibility, especially when Victor Newman has placed his trust in him. In order to not disappoint Victor, Kyle had to find a way to resolve this suspicion. A few hours later, Kyle decided to meet with Audra to resolve the issue. When he entered the conference room, Audra was there, her sharp eyes looking at him without hesitation. She had sensed the tension between the two, and this made her unhappy. Audra was not someone to be taken down easily, and she had felt that Kyle was trying to sabotage her so that he could run Glissade himself. It made her uncomfortable, but it also stirred a determination in her. She could not let Kyle overshadow her career. Kyle sat down across from Audra, his voice calm but firm. "Audra, I think we need to talk. We cannot continue to work with this mutual suspicion. Glissade will not succeed if we do not trust each other." Audra was silent for a moment, evaluating Kyle's words. She knew this was true, and although it wasn't easy, she decided to give Kyle a try. "I feel the same way," Audra said. "If we really want to work together and make Glissade grow, we need to put our suspicions aside. I don't want any power plays here. Let's really work together and create something we can be proud of." Kyle nodded, a small relief creeping into his heart. This could be the first step in building real trust between the two of them. They both understood that if they wanted to keep their positions and succeed as co-CEOs, they needed to be on the same page and support each other. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the city, Nikki Newman was having a conversation with Lily Winters. Nikki, with her shrewdness and experience, wasn't afraid to offer advice. She knew Lily had faced many difficulties while working with Billy Abbott. Nikki looked straight at Lily, her voice low and full of advice. "Lily, I know that you have worked hard and have put a lot of trust in Billy. But be careful, don't let yourself get caught up in his troubles and forget your own goals." Lily, despite always being steadfast and confident, still couldn't help but think about Nikki's words. Billy had made her question his commitment many times, and now, Nikki's advice made her feel that she needed to think more about her position in this relationship. Meanwhile, Victor Newman was preparing for a new move. He had learned about Jill Abbott's health condition through information that Michael Baldwin feared Victor would exploit. With his sinister and powerful nature, Victor did not hesitate to use any leverage to achieve his goals. He had proven many times that he was willing to endure any humiliation to get what he wanted, and this time was no exception. Victor may approach Billy, using information about Jill's heart problem as a way to coerce him. He may threaten Billy, forcing him to make difficult decisions regarding Lily and the Abbott Chancellor Company. Billy, who prides himself on his independence and determination, may be pushed into a corner and forced to face loneliness. Billy may realize that, no matter how hard he tries, he cannot escape Victor's shadow. He is too powerful, too cunning, and willing to do anything to achieve his goals. This will push Billy down a lonely path, where he must face himself and the difficult decisions ahead. The power struggle and suspicion in Genoa City's working relationships are becoming increasingly tense. Kyle and Audra may have started a new partnership in the hope of building trust, but the intrigue and machinations surrounding them will not go away easily. At the same time, Victor Newman, ruthless as he is, will not hesitate to use any lever to maintain his power and control. Subscribe to Yonder to stay up to date with the latest news on our channel, where relationships and intrigues are constantly swirling. The Young and the Restless takes us to moments of tension and difficult decisions. The fateful conversation between Diane and Jack. Diane Jenkins and Jack Abbott have a fateful conversation. Diane, looking worried, expresses her fears for the future of Kyle Abbott, their son, who is getting into a dangerous dance with Audra and Victor Newman. Diane says, "Jack, we can't just sit by and watch Kyle destroy himself. Don't you think we should do something?" Jack, calmer but no less assertive, replies, "Diane, I know he's our son, but Kyle has to learn to face the consequences of his decisions. We can't always protect him. Diane, not one to give up, proposes a risky plan that may require them to make some moral compromises. Jack, we have to learn to play dirty like Victor. Sometimes, to protect the people we love, we have to be willing to do it. Meanwhile, Billy Abbott struggles with the consequences of his decision to fire Lily. He lies awake at night, thinking about what happened. Billy wonders if he was right to put the company's interests above his personal relationship. He sits alone in the dark, staring out the window with a thoughtful look in his eyes. Did I lose a part of myself in the process? Billy wonders. Meanwhile, at Chancellor Media's newsroom, Sally Spectra confronts Adam Newman in a heated argument. She demands that Adam tell the truth about his relationship with Chelsea. Sally, in a defiant tone, says, "Adam, I know there's something you're hiding from me. Why can't you just be honest for once?" The mood turns sour when Billy Abbott makes the hard decision to fire Lily Winters, his longtime partner and lover. "Lily, this is not an easy decision, but I feel it is the right thing to do to move the company forward," Billy explains earnestly. Lily, though shocked, remains calm, responding, "Billy, I understand. But remember, every decision has consequences." Summer Newman seeks to get her way in the custody agreement, going to extremes to convince Kyle to cut all ties with Audra. In an emotional confrontation with Kyle, Summer pleads, "Kyle, don't you realize what Audra is doing? She's not good for us, for this family." Kyle, though confused, is determined to stand his ground. "Summer, I love you, but I can't do everything you ask. I need to find my own way," he says, leaving their relationship more fragile than ever. Diane and Jack decide to launch a bold plan to keep Kyle safe. They decide to approach a powerful figure in town who can provide them with the information and support they need to deal with Victor. Jack makes a call, and a determined voice says, "We need your help. This is about Kyle, and we can't let him face Victor on his own." The relationships on The Young and the Restless are complex and full of challenges. Diane and Jack are facing difficult moral choices, while Sally and Adam, like Billy and Lily, are going through personal and professional battles that could change their lives. Summer and Kyle are no exception, as they both struggle to find the balance between love and responsibility. Each decision they make affects not only themselves but also everyone around them, pushing their story forward in a never-ending dance of love, lies and sacrifice. The lives and destinies of everyone gradually connect, creating a colorful picture of pain, hope and change. Each of their decisions is not only a personal turning point but also affects the entire community around them. As the story continues, emotions and tensions in Genoa City increase, promising that the upcoming developments will be full of surprises and challenges. Each character, with their own bravery and determination, is ready to face whatever lies ahead to protect what they love most. Subscribe to Yonder for the latest news.